Well, hello there and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. I hope you've had a fantastic week, enjoyed yourself, putting your feet up because it's come to half term again, hasn't it? The kids are off school. It's like they've never been off, isn't it? Well, mums, dads, grandparents, I hope you'll have a ball for half term, and I know many of them are getting away and having a break in the UK, if not Portugal. I'm not too sure what other countries you can all fly to, but I'm damn sure that there's many kids out there who are looking forward to a holiday this week, and we know that by the replies we've had off young commentators. We were down to 4, now we're down to 3 because we know kids want to get away as well with the parents and relax, I suppose, have a little bit of family time, nothing wrong with that, enjoy themselves and have a ball basically. So what we're doing is on Young Commentators, which stays at 3, they're coming in this evening. I'm going to record a show for tomorrow evening on the Grassroots Roadshow, DXTL TV from the touchlines. We're going to be putting them on there. I'm going to have a little, I've got to work out exactly how we're going to do, but I want to make it interesting and I want to see the confidence that we've built up over the last few weeks. You remember going back a few weeks ago, we had 4 of them on there and they're very quiet, but we wanted to do that. We want to keep those shows, we want to improve them as they go along, and honestly, and they are improving. So we've got 3 of them on, hopefully this evening, 4 tomorrow evening, and we just want to make sure that the confidence is there. We're going to be talking about sport and things, about their football and what they've done over the week and what they're going to be doing over the half term, and I'll guarantee you, I bet you it's loads of football that they're going to be playing. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? And anyway, we've got some celebrities lined up and we gave them a little research programme last week to research, but obviously Wayne couldn't make it this week. Dan can't make it this week. So it's good old me. Yes, I'm going to be joined by them in the studio and I'm looking forward to it, to be honest, because I think it will bring out the best of them. I really do. And hopefully I'm part of that, bringing out the best of them and making them smile and making their mums and dads and grandparents and all the family very, very proud of them indeed, because myself and Wayne are really proud at the way they're going, at the experience, at the confidence, the way they're building up and everything that they're learning. And you can see the difference, we can see the difference when we talk, we have a little chat afterwards. I'm amazed up because the conversations are there now, whereas they weren't there when we started the Zoom going back many weeks ago. But now they're coming and it's starting to build up slowly but surely towards their, how do we say it, commentary. Them holding the microphone and getting together. And we've got a little project that we're going to be doing next week. I was going to do it this week, but because one cancelled, I'm now going to bring them in on a show, make it nice and comfortable for just 3. And we just got to get the camera angles to make sure that they're all involved and they're all putting their input. And I can only see good input and good conversation coming tonight. And I'm sure I'm on for the roasting as well. I'm sure they'll be asking me questions and reversing it also. Because you may have seen a post that I put out yesterday. I was sitting down, just going to have a little mouthful of tea. Sorry about this to our listeners, to our viewers, but I need it because it's a very thirsty day today, because I haven't stopped all day. There you go, Lazy Grey. Don't have milk in it. I've got to cut down on the dairy a little bit because I built myself up after the marathon that I did, and I wanted to get some food in myself and get the body going again. But unfortunately, I've got a little ankle, and I've just done that now, a little ankle sort of pain. I've got to watch myself, and also the back of the leg, right behind the knee. It's sort of like pain, and I'm just hoping that I've just kept my knee when I slept in the wrong position. But I'll soon find that out later on when I go for a run, because I'm helping Paul out, who's doing a 32-mile run on the 7th of June, I think it is, that he's got it down for, and he's doing it for Alder Hay. Great cause, you know. I think it's absolutely fantastic what he's doing. So I want to try and keep him motivated, keep him fit, and he's asked me to run along with him. We do a 5 mile, that's all I'm going to be doing now. I might have to do a little bit more now because I am training for something that's extra special. As I was sitting down there yesterday, I thought to myself, what's another challenge that I could do, you know? I don't know why, but it come to me, and I just sort of glanced and put on a bit of a challenge, and this just hit me. Was the National 3 Peaks Challenge, Scarfell, isn't it? And I think it's Ben Nevis and Snowdonia. Well, I'm looking forward to Snowdonia with all the snow basically, but I've got to go out and get the right gear now. And we were lucky enough, myself, Paul Paul Cochran. Paul Rukin at the moment, he's doing a 32-mile run, and we're looking, we haven't put a date on it, but we're looking, just to drop a hint, round about August time. It could be really hot, but it'll always be cold up there in the mountains. And the only time I started climbing was many, many years ago, when I was a youngster. Well, I'm going to say many, many years ago, about 20 years ago, when I was a bit of a youngster, and I was climbing trees, and I was swinging off poles and jumping into ponds, like you do when you're a teenager, as we all do. We just want to let ourselves go, don't we? And unfortunately, those lads just climb and swing and jump off branches, and we do everything. We're daredevils. We'll jump. I remember jumping when I lived in Croxteth, the River Alt, and everyone who knows that one, that was a pretty wide river. And I remember once, because we were really, really rogues, and little rogues, I wasn't saying that, we were just typical kids, typical lads, that we used to go in to Lord Sefton's estate in the woods in Croxteth there, which was taken over by Brookside, now it's taken over by your housing estates, and we were lucky enough to live on the doorstep of a massive woods. It was like a forest, like a jungle. It was unreal. And we used to go out there, and dare I say it, we used to collect eggs. Naughty boys we are, we're sorry. But we always left eggs in the nest, honestly. I know, guilty conscience, and I've always had that ever since, because I love the birds, I love the nature, I love everything about nature itself, you know. And we were learning, we just growing up, we didn't know right from wrong, if you know what I mean, as a child. And we wanted to go in and explore in the woods. Yes, we did. We wanted to go in there and find out all the birds. We knew every single bird that was there, and it was really colourful. And we used to walk through the woods every day. I'm not saying we took eggs every single day. It was now and again. It was one of those things, you know. It's all stopped now, and I wouldn't advise anyone to do that whatsoever, because you know, you're taking a life, and that's in nature. That's what it is. But you do know right from wrong now, because people, you see, it's nature watch and things like that, and that's how you learn, I suppose, all about the species that we're living with. And it was brilliant. And it's one day we used to get chased all the time by the gamekeeper, and we always had names for the gamekeeper. I'm not going into that one, but it was great because we used to go up very early in the morning, and we used to also sneak there and fish in the ponds around the trees where no one could see us, and we were camouflaged with all our fishing gear. And it used to be good because we had to, what, it was 5 o'clock in the morning, but the gamekeepers were out really early, I must admit, protecting the woods. I don't know what they were protecting, but they had these shotguns, and I tell you what, as kids, they didn't hold back. If they thought you were running or up to something, they'd fire those shotguns, I assure you, and you could feel all the pellets flying and past you, the gun, what's it called, the gunshots. Anyway, oh, you all know what I'm talking about. We used them fishing as well, but they used to fire them at you, and you had to dive on the floor, and you'd hear them all whistling through the trees. It wouldn't happen this day and age, obviously, because you got one of them. They'd be doing life imprisonment probably, but this is what happened many, many years ago. I assure you, they were firing shotguns at us. We didn't even understand that. As I say, we were kids, we were teenagers, and we just wanted to enjoy ourselves, get out and about, and you know, just be terrorists, I suppose, little terrors when it comes to woods and gamekeepers. We loved getting chased, and that's what it was all about. Anyway, we got chased this one day, and I paid for it. I really did. So there you go. I remember coming along, getting chased in the woods by the gamekeeper, and it was one of those things. I was running, I was going as fast as I possibly could, and I was going downhill, and he saw it, he knew it, and as I come running, there was a fence full of rusty barbed wire. I didn't see it. You couldn't see it because you run that speed. And I just got right close to it, and it was like 3 strands the way they do on these wooden fences. And I just put my hands up, and I realised I was going into it and I couldn't do anything. And I just turned my head, scraped my hands down, the whole of my body, ripped into it, and I went underneath the barbed wire, and from legs, chest, to face, you name it, and even my hands to protect myself, it was all ripped skin. I went underneath the fence. How I done it, I don't know. I carried on running. I didn't know pain then, because I thought the gamekeeper was still after me. And then I went into this big open cornfield, and where I come towards the end of Croxteth, and I was still running 100 miles an hour, And how I done this, I'll never know. I didn't even look back. I thought he was behind me. I just got to the edge and I jumped and I cleared this stream or river, the River Alt. How I done it, I don't know. Got up and got onto the housing estate and started walking. And it was then that I realised all my clothes were ripped, my legs, and I was bleeding from head to toe basically. Lucky enough, I didn't need any stitches. But when I got in, one bathed me. Honestly, what happened, I just said I had an accident. I just fell playing football. You know, as you'd lie, she's going, football? How had you done? Oh wow, I went on my belly and there was all these stones and everything like that. You caught up with all kinds of back of lies. I didn't tell them that I was getting chased by the gamekeeper in Crocky Woods. Not at all, not in a million years. You know the way we are. Anyway, cut a long story short, when Dad got home, I got whacked everywhere, I must admit. And do you know what? I'll tell you this now, it was a slip. They didn't care those days. I got into bed, grounded for a good week. He didn't believe my story, that was football. He said, you've been in those woods, haven't you? How they just knew, I don't know, you just look and you were gobsmacked how they could guess your mum and dad's, and that's the way it was. Anyway, I learned my lesson, I got told off, and also it was payback time, so that gamekeeper did see me going into that barbed wire. He must have gone one down. It really hurt, I must admit. I'll always remember that till the day I die. I swear I was scarred for God knows how many weeks, but it was really tough. Anyway, these challenges are all we're talking about, and I don't know where I got off the subject on that one. It was just all about us kids and what we're doing now and going away. But I've made a challenge, and it's going to be the 3 peaks. And that was the last time I've started climbing. We were climbing trees and we were swinging through trees. I was playing Tarzan, simple as that. And this, I've just decided now that from a marathon run, I want to do this challenge and I want to just climb these mountains and do it. And I don't know when it's not going to be the 24-hour challenge. I don't think I'd do that one because I want to do it where you can see views as well as you go on. So that keeps you going. And I love the views, the higher grounds. Maybe the mist, maybe the snow, and you can take photographs, but pitch black, pointless. I don't want to do that. It doesn't appeal to me. You can't take photographs, you can't see a thing apparently, so I don't want that one. And I think you can do the 3-day one, so myself and Paul Cochran are doing that. The Rudd, who's refused, said he's not doing it. He will do something about it, I'm telling you now, because he's from Team DXTL, and he blatantly just refused last night. I'm not doing it. Really abrupt. So I'll see him later on, we'll have a little chat, because I'm doing this run to keep going as well. So he may just owe me one, as they say. Anyway, I'm not too, as I say, we haven't got the date, the facts. I'm lucky enough, Paul knows someone who is a guide who's been doing this for many years, and he's agreed to come on board with us. So we're going to be raising funds for the grassroots side of things with Don't Cross the Line. And we're going to, honestly, there's projects coming out of our ears and we're going to get a lot of support. There's going to be team supporting us. I'm not going to say they're going to lie in the mountains and applaud us. No, we just want people to get on board and help us, because we're doing this for the grassroots projects that we're doing as well. And I'm sure we'll gain a lot of support there. And we'll tell our young commentators, maybe they'll sponsor interviews about it. You don't know. Well, I do, and I don't think it's going to be very interesting. I don't know why I've come about it. I do these sort of things. I've done the parachute training. I've not done the parachute jump. That really blew me away, that, because we went down to the Black Knight, I think it was, in Blackpool. Must have been 10 times. And every time we went down there, the weather had changed, the wind, we couldn't do it. Health and safety didn't make us. And all that training that we'd done for weeks and months to get down there, in the end, totally give it up. And it really put me off. And I wouldn't do it again. I really wouldn't do it again, for the simple reason as all that training, it wasn't worth it in the end. And they still go ahead, I know that, but it doesn't appeal to me anymore. So before you start saying, well, do a parachute jump with us, no. You know, I'm probably going to make this my last challenge and then I'll get on with what I'm doing, but I just needed some sort of challenge. And especially when my holiday was cancelled, and Nathan Batchelor sent me a message. He said, I think your choice of holidays doesn't really wash with me, basically. That's what he was saying. We have a different attitude towards holidays. Yeah, we do. I just wanted to get out, get a break, he likes to go away, fly. But listen, we're going to be up there with altitudes with you. We're going to be very, very high when you're passing us on the plane. So I'm getting out and about and getting some fresh air in the lungs. It is something different. It's something I never have done. It's something I never thought about until yesterday. And I just want to make a difference. And I want to just help these kids in grassroots because I've got the project. And I think you're going to love it when we start announcing what we're doing it for. So if you can support us and get behind us, that will be fantastic. The 3 Peaks Challenge, myself, I don't know whether it's going to be Paul Rudkin, but you know, I'm going to work on him. And also Paul Cochran, who was straight on board without hesitation. So I'm made up with that one. I just thought, well, if he's not on board, I probably wouldn't do it. But hey ho, I am on board, he said. I love that. That will do it. It's going to be tough, it's going to be hard, but we're away and we're going to do it. And I'm training this evening for it. That'll be in my mind. And I want to go up hills, not mountains, not just yet. And I just want to get myself super fit. And I'll announce the guide when we get all the details off. But I know Paul is sorting all that out. And fingers crossed, nothing backfires. And we have to go and get another guide. But we're also looking for drivers as well. If you just bear with me a little bit, because that's the phone. Thomas is on the phone to me. I'm meeting him as well for his trophies and his medals. So that's why you can hear the phone ringing. I'll cut the story short, as I say, because I want support. If you can, marathontexttheline.com, and his friends on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. Look forward for everyone getting involved with us, and I'm sure if you've got anything to say and support us, then please. And we'll probably set up a GoFundMe page, and I'm sure you'll all enjoy that part of it as well, helping us out, and sponsor forms. If you can do some sponsor forms as well to raise as much funds as we possibly can, because we're really determined to have a go at this one, and I don't want to give up. I really need to do it and try and help people out there as well, because the project is going to be well worthwhile, especially for grassroots football. Get involved, please support us. I look forward to doing it. We'll give you more information. Maybe the young commentators will chat and let you know about it as well, but I'm sure they'll all be supporting us with their mums and dads as well, because they've got a hero on board in myself and Paul Cochran, and hopefully Paul Rudkin. But we'll let you know how that goes about. Okay, thank you very, very much indeed for tuning into the Grassroots Show. We'll be back again tomorrow evening with the youngsters. I look forward to getting them on board, and especially having a chat about the sport and activities that's gone on during the week and what they can look forward to as well. In the meantime, we'll see you tomorrow around about 7 o'clock. So for myself, Manley, and all the team here at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line and REFspect programme, and our 3 Peaks Challenge, that's coming up soon. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Put your feet up, relax. If you're going away, enjoy yourselves. If you've got football, please, REFspect hasn't gone away. We need your support on and off the field of play. And especially if you've got games this evening, tomorrow and Sunday, before you do go away, REFspect on and off the field of play. Have a great evening. Relax, stay safe, and have a nice rest. Good night, God bless.